Hi, I am just going to quickly show you how to create a Zoom link for students and then how to share that Zoom link with students in Seesaw. So first thing, we're just going to go to zoom.us and we're going to go to our meetings, which is the second tab on the left, sorry. And then we are going to click schedule a meeting. We can rename this anything we want. So depending on the day, the time, what the activity is, you may want to change that title. From here, we can choose the date and the time that this is going to be happening and an approximate duration. Now, if you think it's probably really going to last 30 minutes, you could always set it at an hour and you can always end the meeting early. So it's just kind of a guess on how long you think it's going to last. From here at the bottom, we're going to go ahead and scroll down and you have a few more meeting option choices. So that first option, which is enabling students to join before the host, I would recommend always having that turned off. I would not enable that because you don't want your kids sitting in the waiting room without you there to let them in or to start class. So I would definitely leave that turned off. Our next option is mute participants upon entry. And that's just a personal preference that kind of may just depend on what is happening that day or what other activities you have going on. There may be something sometimes that you want them to automatically be muted so it's not distracting for your face-to-face learners. And there may be times where, you want them to be able to announce that they're here and say, "Hi, I'm here, guys," when they hop on their Zoom. And then the last option is recording the meeting. If you are Zooming from a Chromebook, that is not an option. However, if you are Zooming from a ClearTouch or any other device, you can record. And so if you have the capability, I recommend doing it. I'm Zooming from a Chromebook right now, so I'm not going to, or recording from a Chromebook. So I'm going to leave that off. That's just, if you're able to record, great. If you are Zooming from a Chromebook, you won't be penalized for not recording. But it's a good idea. Okay, so now that we've saved our meeting, we have our invite link here on the second page. I'm going to go ahead and copy this so I can paste it in my Seesaw. All right. Now I'm going to hop over to my Seesaw and I'm going to show you how I would send this to students. Now, I think, you have some choices with how you share this with students. If it were me personally, I would do it as an announcement. So the way that I would do that is when I am in my class, I'm going to hit this add. And I'm going to click send announcement. Sorry. Send announcement. Okay. And then from here, I can send it to all students, all family members, or a combination. So I'm going to select my students. I could type a little message like, "Hey, don't forget about our 12 o'clock math lesson," or whatever you're doing. Paste our Zoom link right there. And then hit send now. And this will automatically go to all of my students. We are hoping that eventually Seesaw makes it where you can message individual students. But as of right now, the way that Seesaw is set up, that this message will go to all students. So this is just going to be something that you're going to have to train your in-person, your face-to-face learners just to ignore. They're here. They don't need a Zoom link because you were physically in class. So you can just teach them to ignore kind of those Zoom links that go out. You can hit send now, and that will go to all of the students that are in that class. Now, if you have multiple classes, then you can choose which classes you send it to. You can have different links that you're sending to different classes. I'll show you the other way to send a link. It's essentially the exact same thing, just a different way to get there. So you can also click on your inbox. And from here, we can click send student announcement. And again, you'll have the same choices and send your announcement. So when your students log in, they'll see a little notification that they have something in their inbox. It'll have like a little red notification icon. And so when they click on there, they'll see your message, they'll be able to read it, and they'll be able to get to the Zoom. Now, we did not have Zoom enabled for students on their Chromebooks back in the spring, but that app has been added for all of our students to their Chromebooks. So even our youngest kiddos should be able to click directly on that link and open it up and get started.